Hey there. I'm here to talk to you about the three books I read during Q3 of 2022 and one big idea from each. First book up is The Essentialist by Greg McKeown. The summary of The Essentialist is to do less and do better. So the core idea of this book is really aimed at the type A person who likes to do a lot and overschedules themselves. And this author really argues the fact that you could do a lot better if you did less. So one catchy phrase he says is, people major in minor activities. And instead, he lays out this framework of explore, eliminate, and execute for living an essentialist life. So it's a really good book, very actionable, and also has some nice pictures in there too. Okay, the second book that I read was The God Emperor of Dune. This is the fourth book in the Dune series. I got more into fiction over the last 2 years, specifically like science fiction. We won't talk too much about this, but I think studying Frank Herbert is learning about storytelling and learning about world creation. So the storytelling capability that he has is great. Like, I was kept up at night several times throughout this series, specifically in the first and third books. One phrase that I highlighted, which I'll read to you now, is, quote, "The wise man observed that wealth is a tool of freedom, but the pursuit of wealth is the way of slavery." End quote. That's The God Emperor of Dune. Really good science fiction. Also, after you read it, you'll learn that Star Wars is pretty much based on Dune. Okay, and the last book I have here is The Expectant Father, The Ultimate Guide for Dads to Be by Armin A. Brott and Jennifer Ash. This book, I read two other parenting books aimed at expecting fathers. Well, one I started, but it was really bad, so I didn't finish it. This one was great. So each chapter is laid out by month of month one, here's what's happening with your partner, here's what's going on with the baby, and here's how you might be feeling at this time. And it really gives you an overview of like the baby's development throughout the pregnancy, what might be going on with your wife or partner emotionally and physically. And then throughout the chapter, it really helps to keep you on the rails of here's what you should be doing to prepare for your child. I found that so this book was like $15 off Amazon. We also took a birthing class for a few $100. All the information that was in the class was here. The only thing that we got out of the class that was beneficial that wasn't in this book is some like hands-on pain relief techniques that you can provide for your partner, and perhaps some breathing techniques as well. Although, if we looked, we probably would have found those on YouTube. So those were my three books from this quarter. If you liked them, there's links in the description below. And if you buy through there, that will support this channel. And I'll come back with another edition in Q4, and I'll review some of my favorite books from the year when we get there. Thanks, everybody. Happy reading.